Oscar fever started this week.
Lots of decisions made the fans speak.
Nom for Bradley and his fake nose.
Lily Gladstone, the first native actor they chose.
Oscar bait, not always great, and the list made some people real pissed.
Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh.
Tell me more, tell me more. Margot and Greta got snubbed.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Leo said join the club. Did you hear that a mistake in a proposed Kentucky law almost legalized cousins having relations? The winner of Survivor David vs. Goliath, Nick Wilson, is now a lawmaker in Kentucky. He proposed a bill that would have widened the scope of familial relations but removed first cousins. And then that went super viral on Twitter and did nothing good for American Southern stereotypes. Well, after some deserved backlash, Nick Wilson withdrew the bill. And he said the whole thing was a mistake and refiled the bill with corrected language. And then suddenly, and without warning, the bill seems to do the opposite of what everybody thought. Let me explain. First off, taking first cousins off the list was a huge gaffe, and the guy definitely deserves to get made fun of for that. There's no question. It was a terribly stupid mistake. But everything I found when searching this online seems to indicate the bill was meant to punish people abusing their own family and would actively make punishments for those types of crimes even worse. I'm not a lawyer, but that's what I found through the research that I've been doing online. It's very possible that I'm incorrect about that. It's very possible that I read something wrong. But as far as I can tell, the bill was actually meant to broaden the scope of punishment for people that are abusing their family members. Again, I'm not a lawyer. The guy definitely still deserves to be mocked for making such a huge mistake, but that's what the bill seems to be. Kind of a good bill, and we shouldn't really be making fun of it, in my opinion.
Wait.
Oh. Yeah, so here's the thing. He accidentally made it so first cousins would totally be able to doink, but what the bill does is like widen the scope of what is illegal for your family, like what qualifies as familial relations. So right now, basically, the law as it stands, you don't get punished if it's like your family member doing something to you. And this bill would make it so if it was a family member, that's like an extra charge on top of the bad charge that you'd get.
Well, that sounds like the opposite of what it read as.
I know. And this bill made it so doinking a family member is worse. There's a worse punishment for it.
But the headline was that it made it okay.
They accidentally, when submitting the bill, removed first cousins from the list of those.
All right. I mean, that was so incredibly complicated what their goal was.
Vote! Think about your future! It's important!
Vote no on doinking your cousin.
I would walk 10,000 steps, and I would walk 10,000 more, just to be the man who walked 10,000 steps without having to open a door. Lewberger, 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 walking 10,000 steps every day, every day. Lewberger, 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 walking 10,000 steps every day.
This is Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy.
And I know the words.
And I don't.
Am I more than you bargained for yet?
Or am I a great deal? Let me know.
That's just who I am this week. Lie in the grass next to the mausoleum.
There's a lot of expensive stuff there. Have you ever been one of those? They're expensive.
Job a heart.
Leave a like
We're always sleeping in and sleeping.
in the mausoleum.
We're going down, down in an earlier round. Sugar, we're going down swinging.
We're gonna swing on all of the swing sets, and then gonna slide and play on the monkey
Down,
board.
down in an earlier round.
We're gonna still be swinging.
There'll be another one with a bullet.
Please put this away. We are all children.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Government officials do not care about you, so there isn't any point of going online to argue. Politicians do not love you back, so there's no point of defending them when they get online attacks. Do you remember Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida? Ron DeSantis is the Republican governor of Florida. He's known for his COVID policies, his fights with Disney, his high heels, and not knowing how to be a human. And he decided to run against Trump in the Republican primary for president. Well, he's been getting smashed by Trump in the polls despite never debating him. And he got absolutely decimated in the Iowa caucus. So suddenly, and with a good amount of warning, Ron DeSantis dropped out of the race and endorsed Donald Trump. So Ron DeSantis will go back to Florida, wear high heels, and become Robo-Ron, everyone's favorite robot governor. And we can all face the inevitable chaos that's starting to look like Trump versus Biden too. Why can't we find anyone else to run? And before you go into the comments to fight, I just want to sing that old song from our childhood. Politicians do not love you back, so there's no point of defending them when they get online attacks. Follow us for more hot goss. Did you hear that Kanye West turned himself into a real-life James Bond villain? Kanye West was a rapper we all used to like, until he turned evil. It all started when he threw a tantrum at the VMA when Taylor Swift won the VMA. And then soon after, he threatened to run for president, but then he endorsed Donald Trump. Well, he's building his own ecosystem and became super anti-Semitic. But then he took back the anti-Semitic thing when he saw Jonah Hill in 21 Jump Street. And then suddenly, and without warning, he spent $850,000 giving himself the Jaws teeth from Moonraker. He went to a dentist and said, "Give me the Jaws. I want to look like somebody that could crush a man with my teeth." And look, no judgment. I mean, he's got the money. I guess do what you want. But good Lord, he's planning to build like a little ecosystem for himself in the Middle East, which is wild. Kanye West strikes me as the type of guy that thinks he is the James Bond and doesn't realize the irony when he's giving himself the James Bond villain teeth. Follow us for more hot goss.